recording. Hello everybody. I am here to shed some light on a very serious situation with the user LunarSilly on TikTok. I want to preface this entire video by saying please do not harass anyone. Please leave them be. Anybody that is mentioned in this, just leave them be, please. I'm not here to spread hate or violence. I only want to give a proper documentation and some information about a situation that my fiance has been going through as of late with this person. Lunar_silly or Ruin Eclipse in all caps on Twitter, or LunarSilly/Wilry Shipper, I believe is how you say that, on TikTok, has been trying to defame Fable Kitty for a few months now. They've taken things very far and have caused such an upset that the Invisible Davis has gotten involved with the situation as well and has tried to speak with them, the Invisible Davis being the voice for Sun in the Sun and Moon show. LunarSilly has claimed that Fable Kitty drew NSFW/pedophilic content of Lunar from the show, with one of my alters named Saluna, which is currently on screen. They were an eclipse. I want to start off by saying this. So Lunar is actually an eclipse from Super Boopers AU with YN. So Luna is 10 foot tall, and Lulu, which is Fable's Lunar, is 7 foot tall. Fable's Lunar is disconnected from the Sun and Moon show entirely, so Luna has also disconnected from their source, being Super Boopers AU, like I mentioned. Both of these alters are adults and allowed to participate in sexual activities as they please. LunarSilly is 15 years old, possibly 16. I'm not sure on their exact age. I know they are a minor. So, first of all, they shouldn't be viewing adult content online, is what I personally believe. But they have taken it upon themselves to do so, and they have images of Saluna and Lulu doing NSFW things posted to their TikTok. A drawing that Fable Kitty drew for myself and her, of Saluna and Lulu together, doing NSFW stuff, pretty explanatory. I don't personally believe that a child should be in a not safe for work / adult area online to begin with. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining more, finite evidence that Fable has done nothing wrong, and Lunar is reaching for issues that kind of aren't there. So like I said, first of all, this is an image of my alter Saluna. They are an eclipse. They come from the source of Super Boopers AU with YN. I found out today that a lot of that content got taken down due to some drama. I'm not sure what happened there, but that's that. So, this right here is a size chart of, some of me and Fable's alters together. It goes from left to right, Sunny, Moon, Daisy, Raven, Lulu, which is Fable's Lunar, Saluna, which is my eclipse, Eclipse, which is another eclipse in Fable's system, and then Button, which is, Eclipse's little brother. They also will be in the rest of this video, more than likely. So as you can see, Saluna is very large as comparative to the other animatronics in this image. They are 10 foot tall, as opposed to the others that are either 7 or 6 foot tall. This is an image of Saluna with Lulu in their arms, and they're interacting with each other. As you can see, there is a very prevalent size difference between the two of them. Also, I'm reading all of this off of just a thing that I wrote for myself, so if everything is just choppy as hell, I apologize. Anyway, I'll get down into the nitty-gritty. Fable posted this about the situation very recently because LunarSilly would not stop harassing her via TikTok videos. And this is the Twitter tweet that she posted recently. It says, I need to address some things that have been going on recently. Some people have been going around and taking my art out of context for the littlest things and putting very harmful labels on me. This Twitter account is my safe for work. It is where I put my silly little drawings. Whether it be personal daycare attendant art or just personal art in general, and Sun and Moon Show fan art. There be only fluff and angst here. I in no way have or will ever ship any Sun and Moon Show characters. I respect their choice to make everybody family. My personal views outside of Sun and Moon Show, there's no set in stone status between the characters. As I've said before, I'm personally a fan of Sun and Moon ships and ships with other characters. Now I need to point out the elephant in the room, Lunar. Lunar's always been sort of a wild card when it comes to how he looks. I do have my own personal Lunar OC, I've named him Lulu, in an attempt to separate him from Show Lunar. The OC in question is her alter named Lulu. Lulu's design was originally a concept that I had made for the very first thumbnail that they posted featuring a small snippet of the lunar model they had used. I couldn't see the picture very well, and that's where I came up with that. Till there was a full reveal of him on a later thumbnail, as which I drew more accurately. Once Lunar's look, at the time, was set, I decided to keep the initial concept for myself because I really liked it. Since then, if I ever was referring to Show Lunar in any of those sketches I had done, I've drawn them according to whatever they look like Lunar was sporting in his current state. Let me stop here for just a moment. Lunar's design in the Sun and Moon Show has varied a lot over the course of the show. There has been multiple different avatars used for Lunar in the show. So that's just to catch everybody up on that. Regarding NSFW, I never will draw Sun and Moon Show NSFW. That is gross. All characters presented on my separate and clearly marked NSFW account are my own personal OCs and friends' OCs. She's referring to either OCs, yes, and alters with this comment. It's also very rare that I make this type of content anyway. All characters are consenting adults. She very rarely draws NSFW. She said, I hope this clears some things. I don't want to cause trouble. I just want to enjoy the silly little celestial robots. If you don't like my content, then don't look. I'm not forcing anyone to. Thank you for reading. And that is the end of that post. Let me see what I wrote here. Okay. I am caught up. So, I have this screenshot from LunarSilly's throwaway account. They try to point out that whilst holding his baby brother Button, Eclipse is blushing in this image, and they are depicting it as weird or odd. I believe they are trying to insinuate some sort of pedophilia is going on in this image. I just wanted to clear this up by saying this is not the case. Eclipse is blushing because he's been caught off guard by the viewer that is viewing the image. He's blushing because he's very embarrassed. Eclipse doesn't like having his softer and more fatherly side exposed, hence why he's so embarrassed that somebody is seeing that side of himself. They also go on to say that this image of Blood Moon and Lunar is weird. Yes, this is using Lulu's design. This is not a ship image whatsoever, however. Lulu in this image is very clearly terrified of Blood Moon and why they are grabbing his face. They also, I guess, tried to say something was wrong with this image, so I'm also going to explain this. If you can't read the text on this image, it says whines, like he's whining. So in this image, Blood Moon, one of the two twin brothers, is whimpering. The reasoning for this is because he misses his brother. He's whimpering like a dog because the two Blood Moons that Fable and I have in our system are very animal-like in nature. They didn't include the caption in this image for some reason, so I grabbed the actual tweet off of Fable's page. It says he misses his brother, which is why he's whining in this image. So this. So here that they are stating that Fable's art is apparently, in quotes, so ugly. Yet I would like to point out that this is art of Kara. He is one of my alters, and it took her a full day to draw this image. I don't really see how someone could honestly view something that someone has taken so long on as ugly, and I guess by extension they're also calling my alter ugly, which is honestly quite harmful and hurts. I don't know. I don't want to be like too upset about it in this video. Anyway, this is how Fable was recently drawing Show Lunar, with the moon on his forehead, because that is how he was depicted for a while. That's how his avatar looked for a little while. And then this is more like how Show Lunar looks right now, in the more, like, childish-looking avatar that they've gotten for him. She also used to... Wait, this is an image of Show Lunar at the moment, by the way, just for reference. And this is how she drew him. This is the thumbnail for the video where Lunar shows back up in that avatar, which I think is pretty accurate to how Fable drew him, so I don't know what the issue is. For reference, this is what Soluna used to look like when they first formed in my system. As you can see, if you've ever consumed any of Super Booper's content, then you know that this is pretty one-for-one what their Eclipse looked like. So, over time, they just kind of disconnected from that source entirely, and they no longer look like that. Clearly they look like this now. I also have this, where one of my other partners, Danny, was talking to LunarSilly. You can read it on the screen yourself. I'm not going to be able to read that on YouTube, probably. But you can pause here and read as need be. They have also said this to Danny before when he was trying to talk to them. And then this is just proof that Ruin Eclipse / LunarSilly is Sunshine He It on, I guess that's Discord or something, I don't know. Anyway, trying to figure out what I do and don't have, sorry. I think I pretty much went over all of that. Okay. So, like I said, Davis himself has gotten involved with this situation. I don't know when I'm going to post this, but his most recent tweet was actually a tweet about this situation, and it contains a Google Doc of his personal take on everything. I will be putting that in the description so that you can read through it on your own accord and all of that. So that'll be in the description down below once I am done posting this video. All in all, I just want to say that LunarSilly has caused a pretty bad mental tornado for my fiance, and I'm not going to lie when I say I sit here with her all the time and listen to her just being miserable due to this situation. It's awful hearing my partner and Lulu so upset. It genuinely breaks my heart. I just want this to stop. We all do. This has made Fable and Lulu so afraid and so upset. It's absolutely just the worst feeling in the world to not be able to do anything for either of them in this situation, which I guess is why I made this video, mostly, is to just educate people about the situation at hand. I don't know why someone would want to hurt her. She's done nothing wrong. I just want my partner and her alter to be okay. I just want them to feel safe and happy again without any of this drama. I don't know what else to do, so I'm making this video. I don't know. The rest of this just is stuff that doesn't even need to be said anymore. Yeah, anyway, I'm sorry if this video, like, sucks butthole. I don't make videos, I don't make, you know, YouTube content or anything like that. So, I mean, this is just kind of an informative video anyways, so it doesn't really need any editing or anything like that. I appreciate you watching. I've pretty much gone over everything that I need to, I believe, so I will go ahead and end the video here. Thank you, and have a nice day.